Okay, grab a band, do a palm overhead, and hi guys. I'll start here. Hello. Exhale. Good. And pull and pull. Now, as you're ready, you're going to lift your heels. So as you're ready, lift your heels up. And up. Good. Hello, everyone. And exhale. Good morning. And up. Both heels lift. Knees are soft. Neck is easy. And I'll just keep going through those cues. Your exhale pulls your arms down and wide. The band is just in front of your nose and it touches your chest, right where you might wear a necklace. Now your heels are lifting at the same time, and keep your arms pretty long. So pull wide. Yes, that's it. Good, Julie. And then pull wide. The elbows really won't bend. And pull, they'll stay long. And the band's in front of you. One more. Now we're going to put the band behind the upper back. Let the palms be facing up. Now we're going to do an exhale to push out and an exhale to go forward. An exhale to go out and an exhale to go forward. That's your main move. Once you've established your neck is easy, you've got the move, you're going to open up the feet a bit, and at the same time, you have a seat. Now it's going to be narrow. You have a seat. Your seat, your knees, your heels are the same in this squat. It's called a chair squat. And then your arms are the only thing that's moving. So one's wide. Now the arms are, I'll call narrow. They're in line with the shoulder. Out and wide or narrow. Good. Neck is easy. If it strains your neck even a little bit to look at the camera, to look at your device when you do a squat, just make an adjustment that keeps your neck neutral. Easy. Now the heart rate is probably going up a little bit because we're using big leg muscles. All right. 2 and 1. Very good. Now we're going to step on that band with our heels in the middle. Time to take off the shawl. Now we're going to step on the band with our heels in the middle. Your palms face forward, supinated in general. Now you always have, and pull your elbows into flexion. You always have free reign to doctor up the exercises to make it work for your body. My offering is supination, but you might need to do a neutral grip with the thumbs leading up. Your elbows are soft. Good, and your wrists are neutral. So if you look down, your wrists are straight, no matter where you are in that bicep curl. Your shoulders are open. They're not leaning forward. Your neck is easy. You can have an image of a golden thread attached to your crown, pulling your spine up so you have length in your upper back. Where most of us tend to accidentally fall forward, you have length in your upper back. These are carrying muscles. Exhale. Check your knees, they're soft. I like it. Now release that off your feet. Take one hand behind your skull. Take one hand, catch the band around your low back, somewhere where it doesn't hurt your shoulder to grab. And you're going to push the top arm up. I'm going to move in closer just so you can see. And you push up. I just came in so you could, to make sure you can see. Your jawline is parallel. Now, if at this moment you feel like you don't have enough tension, grab more band. If you have too much, give yourself slack. Good, and 6. Everybody looks great. 7, your neck is easy. 8, try to challenge yourself to lengthen your elbow at the top right there. 9, lengthen it. 10, the other challenge is slow the arm down when you're moving it back down. So you go up and you slow it down. 13, you got it, keep going. 14, 15, breathing. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now take this hand, put this hand down low. Now, once you've got it, 20 reps, and the first one or two, you may not know if you have enough band, so just grab more if you need. 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's slow on the way down. 9, you lengthen it on the way up. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, neck is easy. 19, that arm's probably burning. Very good. Release your shoulders, give them a little roll. Take your band, and if you have a lot of different band colors, it should be a pretty moderate to medium to heavy. Step in the middle. Now you, both heels, now you elbow lift. The elbows go out to the side. Good. You got it. Now, if you can, look at your forearm, look at your wrist. There is a tendency sometimes to force the wrist towards the floor, but you're going to keep them in line with your forearm. That way it doesn't hurt. So you don't want to force this. You want to sort of be wrist in line with your forearms. Yeah, just make sure your joints are comfortable. I'm going to step back so you can see the hole. No, the joints shouldn't hurt to get the muscles strong. We got plenty of ways to keep those muscles strong without hurting the joint. We like high benefit, low risk. Now, as you lift, your neck doesn't do any of the lifting. Your trapezius above your shoulder doesn't do any of the lifting, but your shoulders and your biceps do. Good. Check your knees. They're soft. Good. Make sure the elbow right here, if you stop, your elbow is higher than your wrist. Good, your elbow is higher than your wrist. You can just do a check. One more. Now, let that go. Take your band behind your upper back shoulder blade area. Palms face up. We're going to do a little breaststroke here. Palm face up. Now, you can go out to in. Out to in. And I'm just going to show you from the side. I'm still pressing away from my body until the end of that breaststroke, and then I'm bringing it back in. And your ear is in line with your shoulder from the side view. You're not poking the head forward. Good. So all the while we're working on preventing forward head syndrome, which is when your head rides ahead of the rest of the body. We've got this little retraction we're working on in the neck. Now, we are going to switch the direction. So go narrow, push out wide. Narrow forward, push out wide. Adding on another heel, both heels, raise. Adding on, heels, raise. Adding on, heels, lift. Now, when you lift up your heels, each of your toe heads has equal weight. You're not accidentally biasing the body's tendency to put all of the weight in the pinky toe and the ankles kick out. You've got each toe head having equal weight. Another way to say that is imagine there's a tennis ball between your ankles and you have to hold on to the tennis ball between your ankles. That's also to strengthen the ankle so that we don't sprain our ankle. Inversion, which is the common way to sprain it. And again. Nice job. Let that go, and we're going to take a little, this is in front. This is just a little bow and arrow. So you push one arm long while the other arm is just stable to your torso. It's just holding on. Push out, out, out. Yep. 6, Good. 7, good. Looks like that. 8, neck is easy. 9, 10. Now 5 more if you can. 2 more. Now we're gonna switch it up. You don't have to hold it like I do. Sometimes I just like to hold onto the band and put my pinky up against that, or you could put your hand in the handle. If you have a handle, it's up to you. This is just comfortable for me. The main thing is that you're pushing your elbow long to the side and resisting its return. You got it. That you don't lift your shoulders to do it. Good. I'm going to stand so you can see the whole. 10, that your knees are soft. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Really good. Now take the shoulders in a circle, put the palms behind you. Now I'm going to show you, this is a press forward and back. That's it, because we're going to add on. If you would like to add on, your feet go wider. Karen, if you're having a preference to stay more chair, you can. The main thing is that we are adding on some legs with this as an option. No matter which chair squat you're taking, second position is what I'm showing, this external rotation. No matter which one, your heels are always heavier than your toes. What that prevents is this tendency to knee bias. We're not knee biasing, we're booty biasing. So another way to think of it is if you were at a public restroom and you're kind of hovering your tush over the saddle, over the seat, back, but you didn't want to commit to the toilet seat. So that's another way to think of it. Your heels are heavy. Your knees are in line with your second toe. Your glutes and your hips feel it more than your knees. Your knees don't feel it. Your knees are just getting lubrication. All right. I'm looking at your knees. Your knees are tracking with your second toe from what I can see. And exhale. We are going to do a bonus here. 2. Stay low. It could be that you're about 90. You're going to push 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come up to standing. Nice. Now we're going to grab a sip if you need, and then we're going to do a stretch with our band. The arms go wide, and they go wide enough that you can do 5 over, in front. Good. Feel that humerus move in that glenoid fossa. Feel that ball and socket joint. And hold it behind you. All right, neck is easy. Now another place, shoulder blades down the back. And another place. So we're doing 3 different places. They're all good because we're opening up the chest shoulder area. Breathe in. And then we're going to take a lighter band weight. If you don't have a lighter one, just stick with that one and make sure it's long. I have a lighter one, so I'm going to use a lighter one. You're going to stand on the band with your right heel, and your right hand has the band. Only one arm has this. The other arm's free. The other arm can just make sure that you're standing upright, that you're not leaning away from the band. You're doing a lateral raise. Because it's a long lever, it is harder. 6, it does feel harder, and that's why I offered the longer band or a lighter band. Your neck isn't doing it at all. This shoulder is. Your knees are soft. Your hand is to the side, but it's also slightly ahead of your body. You can see it in your peripheral vision. That's called the scapular plane. We're going to do 5 more. I know it's hard. Just do your best or give yourself more slack to finish out. Your wrist is neutral, which is another word for flat or in line with the forearm. 1 more. Take your other hand, take your other handle, your heel's on it, left heel, left hand, open out to the side. Now I made mine too easy, so I'm going to give myself a little tension. That's too much, right in the middle. So you just adjust. It's an emotionless editing. Resist on the return. No one's leaning, which is good. It's real tempting to lean. Good. 8, your hand is in your peripheral vision. You can see it. It's out to the side. Now slow it down a little bit for more intensity, for more challenge. And most of us are go-getters and we are high goal oriented. So we tend to want to like zoom through things and be done with it yesterday. So one little challenge is just to do it a little slower than you want to, and you'll feel it more. Also, we like to speed up we like to change up the speed that we work our arms and our legs so they get different gains. That was so good. Now step on it with your other heel. Now this time it's called frontal raise. It's a little more focused on the anterior deltoid. When you reach your arm forward, you making sure you're not leaning back. I'm exaggerating, but you're making sure you're not leaning back to lift the arm. The arm's going to about shoulder height. Your wrist is neutral, so scan your wrist. Is it pretty flat, in line with your forearm? Your neck is easy. Your knees are soft. Strong shoulders. And we're doing 5 more. I know it's hard. The final reps are going to be challenging. We always like to be challenged in the final repetitions, but with good form. If something in form is sacrificed and you can't correct it, and you can't make it easier, then you're done. We don't do bad form to finish out in numbers. Good job. Other side. We're going to pull forward. Exhale. Neck is easy. Doing great. These shoulders, so this is the muscle you're working. And you see how I even had a tendency to want to speed it up. 7, so I'm going to slow it down and I'll feel that muscle more. See what you notice. Make sure you're not turning away from your arm. That shoulders and hips are square to your device. Good, breathing in and out. This is a good chance to practice breathing in the nose. You can get a fuller breath that way, and it tells the parasympathetic system to heal, to rejuvenate the body, and not be in fight or flight state. All right, we're gonna sit down. It's gonna be great. Now I'm gonna pull this in. I'm gonna tilt it low. Grab a heavy band. And another option instead of a heavy band is to just grab 2 bands. So I'll show you from the side. Cross your rope. And if you have the handles like I do, you don't even hold on to the handles here because you want to have the arm tension. As soon as you start pulling the strap, you have tension. So exhale. I'm going to get in a little closer. You guys are doing fine. I just want you to see me really well. Good. All right, so your tension starts as soon as you pull. Good. Polly, that looks good. Julie, that looks good. Good, Betty. And you notice that your neck is long. You can have a swan-like neck in all of these exercises. It's as if a crown is pulling you up. You can even visualize space between your vertebra, plump intervertebral disc, like big marshmallows in between each disc. You'll feel your biceps here. And notice how you're not lifting your shoulders to make it happen. Now we're going to add on, I want you to just pull one arm, so I'll say right and you rotate right. Now you're in center. Now you're going to rotate left and you're going to pull with the left arm. Now exhale. As you do this, your legs are not shifting with you. The torso from the belly button up is rotating. Most of the rotation happens at the thoracic or upper back. Like your sternum is a flashlight trying to shine on the side wall and then trying to shine on the other wall. Now keep the breath and just notice, is your rotational flexibility about the same, or does one side feel a little bit harder or tighter? You can give conscious effort to keeping the rotation a little, let's say your right side is a little tighter. You can give some conscious effort to rotating a little bit more on that possible tight side. Sometimes it's just conscious awareness. But it is very common to have a rotational pattern of tightness. Okay, try 4 more. 3. Thoracic rotation flexibility is really important to help the posture. It keeps our body from getting rounded. All right, we're gonna let that go. Grab a sip if you want, and we're gonna massage our hands. I call it massage, but it's a wrist mobility and a wrist mobility. Now prayer pose in front of you and lower your hands until they separate. You want to feel your hands and your forearms are getting a stretch. Breathe in. Good. And then we're going to add on. So take a band, and it doesn't have to be as heavy as that other one. It's going to be a medium to light intensity. If you have a variety, if you don't, just grab a band. Now, I like to put my hands inside of the handles, and I like to pull with the pinky leading the way. I grip so many things in life, and we grip so many things that sometimes it's nice just to mix it up. It's like your pinky's a knife. It's okay if you want to grip though, you'll just kind of let that pinky side of your hand pull. Good. Now, notice how the neck is easy. Notice how there's tension at the end of that range, and then you can resist the return. Good. Yeah, do you feel the back deltoid, the rear deltoid? And you feel your tricep, which is keeping your elbow in extension, your elbow long. And we need strong triceps. You feel your abs pulling in a little bit to keep you tall. And you feel the muscles on either side of your spine, like guy wires, keeping you tall. Now add the breath. Breathe in and let the breath fill up your upper back, your back ribs, posterior lateral breathing, back and sides of your ribs. Good. Now they should be burning like crazy, so we're going to give them a little release. Flip your palms. Now, and you're going to bend your elbows, and you're going to be bicep curling. Terrific. Now, if you don't feel enough, tricks you can do. You can lift your elbow up a little higher, elbows, or you can lean back a bit for more abs. You can grab more band. Oh, good. You could be a neutral grip here too. I see that, Michelle. That's a great one. 5, you could have a neutral grip instead of supinated. Now we're going to be sitting tall pretty soon. Sit tall, arms wide. It's almost as high as your shoulder. I like it a little lower. This is the one where we caught your shoulder, Karen. That looks great today. See? And what you're doing is rear deltoid. A little bit of the rhomboids as they gently pull the scapula towards each other in the back body. There's not a tension, but there is a contraction. Wrists are pretty neutral. Good. I hope you're feeling this. 3, 2, and 1. Now take the rack posture. Go up one arm, go up one arm. Now your fingers are behind you and lift your heart. Soften the elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Good. One more sip, and then we're going to do a arm series. So remember how we did wide? Do 5 wide. Do a lean back 5 biceps. We're doing a little pattern. Now sit up and do 5 pull downs, lap pulls. Now 5 wide. Patterns are really good for our brains with exercise in particular. 5 biceps and lean back. Neck is easy. 5 long lat pulls low. Okay, now 3 of each of those. So we're going to go 3 wide, 3 biceps, 3 lats. 3 wide. Are your arms burning? Mine are. 3, 2, 1. 3 biceps. 3 long lats. Last set, 3 wide. 3 biceps. 3 long lats. Woo! Take a moment and sit any way you want to. I'm going to do this pose called the cow face. Elbow up. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Inhale. Yeah, help it out. And just notice, where are you? Are the fingers touching? Are they an inch apart? Do you need a dynaband? Take the other. Awesome. Take the band in a Y behind you. Neck is easy. On this one, I think one of the tendencies to watch out for is that the head wants to poke forward, so keep your ear in line with your shoulder. Now try another position. And then try another. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to take a prayer pose, palms together but behind you, and up. Oh. Good morning. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to give us this stretch, palm forward and pull down. Drop your shoulders. And then the other. I think this feels so good. So therapeutic. All right, now you're going to be flipping your hand over and doing the other side of that. Ooh, that needs it. And the other side of the other hand on that side. Yeah, fill it all the way up. Thumbs together and touch the thumb to first finger. Thumb to first finger. Flip your fingers and do an ulnar nerve stretch. Arms out wide, fingers under, and pull back. Neck easy. Switch the palms, pull back. Hands to your heart. Take a moment to notice how good it feels to replenish your cup early in the morning, and you're pre-paving your path to success. Today I intend to feel vibrant, radiant, to notice all the ways that my body helps me and appreciate it fully. Whenever you're ready, come back into the room. Thank you guys so much. Good class, so good, so good. Good to see everybody, so good. A lot done in 30 minutes, right?